What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tiff. We are back with another video. This time I wanted to do another seasonal video, speaking more so on the season that is coming up, which is fall. I want to talk about some trends that I anticipate, whether it's like partaking in them, what I want to see, and then also we don't even know if these are trends that are actually going to happen, but regardless, I'm going to be wearing them this fall. Okay. So let's first start off with something a little simple. We could start off with hair. The first thing that I want to do more, and I think it's kind of just because I've been lazy this whole year, but I used to do a lot of like messy buns and all of that, but I think this time around it would be so good to just do an edgy, like sleek bun. I even got this hair tool set from Pattern. So it comes with this comb and then also this hair tool for all your flyaways, you know? Wanted to get that, and I think having a sleek bun or variations of a sleek bun, whether it's a double bun or like adding a little bit to your normal sleek bun, I think that would be like really cool, really fresh for the fall season, and also just a way to like look put together, especially when you're working, going to the office, and just coming out with such a good edgy energy, like cool girl energy. Also, speaking with hair or just like accessories, are caps and hair scarves. It does get a little bit cooler. You could kind of step into like wearing more accessories, something that's actually functional and warming. Some of the things that I've been seeing are these like hooded scarves or just like hooded hats. One thing actually that I got recently, got this made from a girl on Etsy. She actually is based here in Oregon as well. She goes by Crassa Crochet, and she made this like knit crochet hat. I'll get a little closer. You can customize the beads and then also the color of the yarn she uses. But wanted an accessory that is like versatile, but also could be warming. And it's also good to just look at Etsy too for sellers that make things custom. Been loving a lot of caps, hair scarves. I think one that I've been looking for a really long time is actually this Bodhi cap. It is like a beaded cap. It's very cool, very much not functional, but it's more aesthetics and fashion. That's something I'm looking forward to, but you could definitely repurpose like some scarves and wrap it around your head. One thing actually that I made recently, I haven't worn out, but it's more of like a tester piece of what I do want to wear eventually. I made this like lace cap scarf, head scarf. I will show you guys in a second. Made it out of lace as well, and I thought it was really cool. I had to finesse some of like the patterning for it to make sure like the fit was good. If I had my hair down, if I had it like a little bit more volume and like wavier, curlier. This is part of something that I am working on. So hopefully you guys will see it soon. And if not now, it'll probably be in the next year, a version of it. Don't necessarily know if it's going to be a fall trend, but I think it would be really cool to see people play up their accessories, especially like their headwear. Also big on headwear. I think I usually only wear hats and like bandanas, but trying to get out of that and do something a little bit more high fashion, but also functional and warming since it does get a little windy out here. Another thing that I feel like is very fall is plaids and tartan. It is, or gingham even. It's never new. I feel like every fall season it comes back. I still feel like you could wear it all year round, and maybe it's because it gives like back to school uniform vibes, but very much into the plaids. One of the pieces that I would love to get one day, it is like one of the main things on my wish list, is the Chipova Lowena plaid skirt. Still looking for one within my budget, and maybe I'll find it secondhand, which would be even better. But that is definitely my go-to piece, something that I would wear in the fall. And I feel like that's a given. There's so many ways you could wear it: in a shirt, a skirt, a jacket, a full look even. Another trend I hope to see is like more of like transitional layering, especially with lace. So lace layering. I showed you guys that lace headscarf, and I would definitely love to see lace transitioning from spring and summer down into fall. I feel like ways you could do that is like over your jeans, over your coats, like kind of like embedded into the coats, all of that. I think it's also like a good textural element to add into your wardrobe, into your outfit, something different, especially for fall. I feel like not a lot of people wear lace once it gets cooler, since it is kind of see-through and not necessarily functional. But I feel like if you do it in a certain way, even if it's a version of lace that's more crochet, using like even wool yarns, I feel like you could get some of that like layering, but also that texture into your outfits. Another trend that and maybe it's not even a trend, maybe it's just like a uniform for like people that love jackets. I love a stand collar jacket. I found out recently that some of them are called like a funnel neck jacket. I have some images of like some stuff that it looks like. There's definitely coats, there's jackets. It kind of has this like track jacket vibe that isn't necessarily a knit material. But yeah, I have some options. I'll list them in the description below, but also like show some on the screen as well of what I'm looking for and like what I'm hoping to get or get something similar to in the fall. I feel like those jackets with stand collars are really great. I also love how you could just like zip it all the way up or button it all the way up, and you could kind of use it as like a functional way to block the wind. I really think that's what it is. Instead of using a scarf, obviously you could wear a scarf with your jacket, but love those. One thing that I actually bought recently is this one from Uniqlo. I wanted to try it out. Obviously not the best quality, but for what you get, I feel like it's fine. It is this black stand collar jacket. I'll do a close-up for you guys. You actually can adjust it on the interior. It has like these bungee draw cords inside to adjust the waist, to kind of give you that like cinched effect. But the only drawback is that it's not 100% leather. I mean, I don't really expect that from Uniqlo, but it does give you that similar effect if you need jackets. It's a little lighter weight than what I would recommend, especially if you're living in a climate that does get pretty chilly. But for what it is, I think it's really great having that stand collar and also just adjusting the waist. You do have to just store it in like a cool and dry place to maintain it. But also if you want something that's inexpensive and then just has a similar vibe to more of like the luxury looking stand collar jackets. One of the last two trends, or like just like style trends that I want to see more of in fall, is actually heels. I got so used to wearing sneakers, and also it doesn't help that I do work at a footwear company, but I want to bring back more of these like heeled moments. Like I remember growing up, like becoming an adult for me felt like wearing more heels and going out with your friends and wearing heels, whether it's like heeled boots even. I have a couple heels that have been sitting in my closet for some time, and I feel like it just needs a season or just a moment to go outside. And I think more people should wear heels. Like the sneakers are cute and all, but there are moments when you need to elevate your look, and sometimes heels just does that. It doesn't necessarily have to be high heels either. I feel like you could get away with like a small kitten heel, but even with those, learn how to walk in them heels, girlies. I'm gonna show you some heels that have been sitting in my closet that I hope to wear this fall. I haven't worn them enough, and it's like one of those things where I don't want to get rid of them. So until I have moments to wear them, if you do have an opportunity to wear heels, wear the heels. I got these heels thrifted. They're Margielas, not necessarily tabbies, but they have this open toe heel and have this really cool kind of curve to the back of the foot. Very cute, very minimal. It feels very fall and it feels elevated. I actually went to the cobbler to have like a protective sole over the bottom. It's really great, and also came with backings to replace the heel if it does wear out. A couple other heels that I got. Yumi. I would not say these are the most comfortable. I think I've worn them a couple times, maybe when I first got them. This is what it looks like. Very cute. It has a heel, the heart on the heel, very Japanese-esque, but with this fun like heart heel. The heel is not that comfortable, but I will say it does look cute, so do not wear them out for too long. I have some from Bottega, and these are more of on the shorter side, so like a block heel, and it has like this crochet almost knit upper, and then also has that bottom rubber sole. Very cute, actually very comfortable. I got these at the outlet, I want to say in New York, but very cute. Would wear that in the fall. Hopefully it does not rain when I wear those. Another heel that I love and I hope to wear more this season are actually Margiela boots. I got this, I want to say a while back, but I've worn these so many times. I also went to the cobbler to get like a protective sole on the bottom. Yeah, so it's not slippery. That was like my number one thing. If I am gonna buy expensive pair of shoes, I do want the bottoms to be protected. And also just like know that you do have cobblers to go fix your shoes if it ever gets ruined or has some wear or some damage on it. These ones are the painted Margiela boots. I love them, obviously. And I love how over time the paint, since it is hand painted, the paint slowly wears off, which makes the piece unique. And I feel like some people tend to sell their really worn pieces, especially the painted tabbies or any of the painted pieces from Margiela, but I do think it gives it a bit more unique characteristics when going into like fashion and just like your own personal style. I think it's cool to just wear out your shoes. That's how it should be, and that's why you spend so much money on them. And the last trend, or something that I hope to do more of in the fall, is wear some oversized earrings. I actually watched Tracee Ellis Ross's, I think it's a TV show, a TV series about her solo traveling, and I don't know if it was in one of the episodes or if I looked at a photo of her, but she wore like this headscarf with this like large oversized earrings, and there's just like something rich about that. So obviously she is very luxe as a person and luxurious. She exudes that energy. But yeah, it was just like super cool to see her style, her hair. She literally had no makeup. I don't think she had makeup in the photo or video, but it was just like a headscarf. Could even have been a bandana with these large oversized earrings, and I'm like, wow, yes, I need to wear more of my earrings. I have like multiple ear piercings. I think having an oversized earring for the fall is like a big statement without doing too much. You don't even need a necklace. If you have like the jewelry just like on your ears, it would just elevate your look. I kind of just want to recreate that essence and just having like a luxurious fall. And I think having moments where you could style your own pieces in your closet, or just finding some new things, inexpensive or not, or just having things custom made for yourself is really cool. But that is all the style trends I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of this, or just would like to share what else you want to see from me, let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Hopefully my posture was not bad in this, but bye y'all.